I was journaling before I came here, and one of the questions on my journal prompt was, what was your biggest failure and what did you learn from it? And I thought deeply. All of my biggest failures were for the same reason. They were all because my inner bitch took over and I let it win. That simple. Football, esports, and basketball. All three of them, I didn't have confidence in myself. And I know you guys are probably gonna laugh like, oh, esports, bro, what the fuck? Why is he saying about football and basketball? I took it just as seriously as both the other sports, you know? I grinded hard for every single fucking one of them. I was gaming 8 hours a day. I was doing extra reps in the basketball gym, shooting extra threes. I was always working on the field, working with trainers over time. But yet when the moment came, I never fucking performed. And it all came down to my self-concept and me letting that voice in my head win, that self-doubt win every single time. You hear so much confidence comes from the small wins, and I believe confidence comes from the wins in your mind, of your viewing of situations. If you view every sense of adversity and every sense of difficulty you have as an opportunity to grow, you will fucking crush it. For me in the sports, you know, every time there was adversity, anytime there was a time to shine, a lot of the times I would blame it on, oh, this program sucks, these coaches screwed me over, but when it was probably me. Because subconsciously, deep down, I didn't believe in myself and I didn't think I deserved it. Because I didn't do the small actions it took. The small things are the most simple things, right? Today, for example, doing 50 minutes of cardio. That's what my coach Rowan Kardashian on the program. Yes, I am coached by Rowan Kardashian, the guy that's driving around the M4 with a ton of hose. That dude. I could easily get off the Stairmaster at 45 minutes and be like, oh, I'm chill, bro. 5 minutes, who cares? That's the type of stuff that adds up. Those little failures of letting your inner bitch, oh, 5 minutes doesn't make a difference. Oh, well, it's 1 minute left, who cares? That's the shit that will kill you, bro. Because if you keep letting up on those small commitments and letting your inner bitch win, your inner bitch will take over and you'll just become a bitch 100%. It happened to me recently. During my bodybuilding prep, if you go back, I was fucking crushing it. You could look at my mindset highlight story. Every time, 90 minutes, because I knew the growth was in the adversity. It was in the discomfort. When I started negotiating with myself saying, oh, well, I don't need to do this, I don't need to do that. Oh, what's 48 minutes versus 50? That's the shit that will kill you. And that's how your inner bitch continues to beat you, bro. Because you have to realize, the small wins are what builds your confidence. Keeping your word to yourself consistently. Because you know damn well that there's no difference between 48 and 50 minutes. The difference is for your mind. Because when you get the 50 minutes, when you told yourself, I'm going 50 minutes, and you do it, mission accomplished. You might not feel a sigh of relief or whatever, but you doing exactly what you said, that shit matters. That's what actually will grow you. I'm so big on growth through discomfort. My saying is literally sacrifice today's comfort for tomorrow's growth. And there's a fucking reason for that, bro. Because I think it's the lifestyle of discomfort, bro. Comfort is 100% the killer of man. That is for a whole nother car talk. Maybe that'll be the next one after I gremlin out some cardio. But it really is, bro. Every time you negotiate with yourself and break a little small promise that you think means nothing, that is how your inner bitch will slowly win. But if you say, fuck that, no negotiating, you say shut the fuck up, you just do, if you just actually do, like I'm telling you guys, like when you hear it, you have to think, this is where I actually need to complete the task. This is where the growth is. Because there's no growth in something you like doing. I can be honest, I enjoy lifting weights. I enjoy training to failure. That shit, nothing makes me more happy than having a good pump, having a good workout with caffeine in me. But when it's Stairmaster, I'm bored, it's fucking 30 more minutes, and I'm listening to my music, oh, I'm gonna get off at 20 minutes, right? Oh, it won't make a difference. That's the shit where you're like, okay, this is the shit that sucks, this is where I need to grow. And that was the whole reason when I was waking up at 5:45. I hated that shit, and I don't even think there's that much of a benefit to it. The benefit has nothing to do with the benefits. The benefit is the discipline. When your mind says no and you consistently do it anyways, your discipline grows a tremendous amount. And when you grow your discipline, like I said in other videos, getting jacked is what got me every experience in my life. So growing your discipline is what gets you the cool shit in life. And people don't like to talk about that now. They'll look at some dude like Andrew Tate and look at him and go, oh, look at his Bugatti, look at all this, call cam girls, whatever. But they don't realize What got Andrew Tate to his point was discipline. What got every single world champion to that point was discipline. Let's say someone like Ilia Topuria, for example, was the current UFC featherweight champion. He didn't just start in Dolce & Gabbana and shit. He didn't start off just looking like the fucking G he is today, knocking out Volkanovski and shit. He didn't start there. It took him discipline to become recognized. Discipline is what takes you there. And how you get the discipline is consistently saying no to your inner bitch and beating him for good. Because once you have the mindset shift, it's really easy to forget this, so take this in. You have to remember this with everything in life, not just fitness, not just discipline, for everything. When your mind truly gets that bitch feeling, you know what I'm talking about, that little anxious, oh, well, it'll feel good to hop off the Stairmaster now. Oh, I'd feel good if I just chill at home, watch some history videos or some shit. It's like, that is when you say, fuck it, bro. Now I gotta work, you know what I mean? Now I gotta grind. Because when you do that, that's the shit that builds the discipline. Because when you do the hard shit, when your mind actually said, no, I don't want to do this shit, I want to be comfy, and you do it anyways, you have a tremendous amount of respect for yourself, and your inner bitch gets silenced. But the thing is, you have to continue to conquer it, because that inner bitch, the whispers will get a little louder, and those whispers will turn to conversations and negotiations. When you negotiate with yourself, that is where you lose. That is where you go into such a bad streak of, comfort, where you're like, oh, it's all good, negotiating with yourself, and you stay stagnant for a fucking year, and you just lose a year of your life that you could have spent having exponential progress. But no, you let your inner bitch win again. You can't let that happen, bro. I'm telling you, you need the discomfort. And I always say, the discomfort is what always grows you and makes you fulfilled. If you want to stay stagnant as a person, this probably isn't the channel for you, bro. I'll be real. If you want entertainment, go watch Mr. Beast jump the pyramid or some shit. That ain't my channel, bro. I'm trying to get you fucking right. I'm trying to get your mind iron, bro. Because for me, I was never able to do shit like this. I wish someone would have told me all about conquering your inner bitch and keeping the small commitments. Because the small wins add up. And then when you combine the small wins with that mindset of looking for discomfort, that's when you just make the most insane growth of your life, bro. When you just fucking send it and do exactly what you need to do. And you'll genuinely love yourself after, too. It's like the most wholesome experience. I actually love myself after doing that Stairmaster. I know it sounds like weird and so fucking wholesome for such an aggressive video, but honestly, it's what creates the self-love you're looking for, bro, is by killing your inner bitch. Because the inner bitch and that comfort side, it's like the devil, bro, because it seems so nice to, oh, let's chill. But when you chill, that kills you inside because you feel like a bitch and you feel horrible about yourself. But the small wins will make you feel good about yourself, bro, every single fucking time. And to kill them for good is to kill them consistently going outside your comfort zone. Not just, oh, well, my physique's good. It's like, oh, no, I'm doing this with my physique. I'm putting it on as much size as possible. I'm getting as shredded as possible. That's why I love bodybuilding, because it's so mentally challenging. It's so outside my comfort zone. There is so much shit I could do as an influencer right now since I've blown up recently on Instagram and TikTok. I could, kick it with my influencer homies, go to the Whaler bar or whatever. But when you're in that disciplined state that I am, there's nothing like it. Keeping your commitments, fucking grinding, working hard, that shit's not going anywhere. But my legacy, being a fucking natural pro at 19, that is fleeting, That's not going to be here forever. Being a natural pro at 19 means a lot to me because, again, my clients could all say, yeah, that's my coach, natural pro at 19, fucking shredded in front of his Corvette or Lambo. That's fucking lit. You know what I'm saying? Or Hellcat, who knows? Who knows what the fuck I'm gonna get? I'm gonna get some dope. I want my clients to be like, that's my fucking coach. And that's how you should feel about yourself. If you have a wife, girlfriend, people, homies, or again, your parents, they should be like, that's my son, or that's my fucking boyfriend. They should feel proud to show you off. Your lifestyle will always reflect the work you put into yourself, Especially if you came from someone like me who would never have even opportunities to go out. Now, I can make a whole separate video on that being a stage of getting outside your comfort zone, but that's for another day. We're here for discipline. And the end of the day, how to conquer your bitch consistently. The most simple thing. Sacrifice today's comfort for tomorrow's growth. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.